You are listening to the Mohua Show, where it's all about celebrating the Junoon among changemakers and their journey.
If the woman is given the empowerment, she can do wonderful job. She can succeed in her life.
Ranjitha, you've often said that you strongly believe in women's empowerment, but from where did this belief really come from?
I strongly believe in women empowerment. It's a value I am brought up with, and my strongest inspiration is my mother. My husband also is a great strength for me. He also supported me to achieve whatever the dream I have seen and to achieve this height. Self-belief and self-confidence and aspire for the financial independence. So that three, if you think of that, nobody can stop you.
What does it take for a woman from a small town in India to build a brand that reaches millions? You might be asking me these questions without leaving her roots behind. Because we always hear about stories of women who've left their roots behind and done things elsewhere. But here is a different story. So today's guest just didn't climb the corporate ladder, she built one for other women to rise with her. From Puttur to boardrooms, from motherhood to leadership, from factory floors to national FMCG shelves, Ranjitha Shankar, Executive Director and Chief People's Officer of SG Corporates, is redefining what power looks like when it is led by purpose. So yes, we are talking about real work, real women, real change inside offices, homes in small town India, which is really close to my heart. This is a story of how empowerment becomes action. So join me today to welcome Ranjitha Shankar in today's podcast. So, Ranjitha, you've often said that you strongly believe in women's empowerment, but from where did this belief really come from? Was it something you were taught or something life forced you to learn?
I strongly believe in women empowerment. It's a value I am brought up with, and my strongest inspiration is my mother. So she's a self-made woman. So who used to manage her career, family, parenthood, everything all together, and made herself successful with all her determination and strength. And she built our lives, I could say, and that is how I am motivated and got inspiration from her. So the if the woman is given the empowerment, she can do wonderful job, or she can succeed in her life. That is what I thought from her.
So you grew up in Puttur, a very small town where women are often discouraged, from dreaming big. And I know that because I also grew up, my formative years were in a very small town called Shillong and in the northeast of India. So how did that environment really shape your hunger to lead and break norms? So there must have been a deep hunger inside you, Ranjitha.
I have always have had the ambition of achieving something and doing meaningful in my life. And I had studied social work. And when I got married to my husband, so we equally had the same aspiration and desire. So he used to dream big and think differently. So that is what motivated me also. And we shared almost similar dreams and aspirations. And we started working together. So towards a new goal and towards the success. So like this. So my husband also is a great strength for me. He is also a big inspiration in my life. So like marriage or my husband, he also supported me to achieve all my whatever the dream I have seen and to achieve this much this height.
Everybody's not so lucky like you, Ranjitha. Everybody doesn't have a supportive husband and a supportive family. So congratulations on that. That is like also such a huge reason for women to actually go out there and succeed. So you know that many women really struggle, with ambition and marriage. It is not easy. We know that. You and your husband have built a true partnership in both life and work, which I can't imagine it. So what did you both really have to unlearn to make that possible? Because, at home you're dealing with things. There is a power dynamic between a husband and a wife. So how did you both manage this whole thing?
See, the first thing I would say is I was very clear about this equality for myself as well as all the women. So when we got married, so the like it was like an agreement, I could say. Like it was because of the mutual understanding towards the parenthood or the family matters or the business dealing, all the challenges we face in the personal life as well as the business. Whenever these two things are there, when these two people like husband and wife, they understand each other and in the start respecting each other's career and the work, then it becomes really very easy to tackle the challenges whichever comes in our way, and we need not to compromise either of the things. That is what I can say. So whenever it comes for a family, of course, my not only my husband, and I got same similar support from my kids as well. So they are the pillars of my strength always.
You're very lucky, Ranjita. Not everybody can say that, you know, because I think respect is one of the biggest things, in marriages, in relationships, the place of work. And that somewhere I feel is often compromised, in close relationships, especially, so they don't respect your wishes, your ambition, your boundaries, and it is gender. I mean, one can't deny that, Ranjita. So hats off to you. No, nobody should do nazar on you. You know. So no drishti, as they say in Karnataka.
Yeah, yeah, Kannada. Yeah.
Yeah. So you didn't start out as a chief people officer. You became one. So what are the personal experiences that shaped you to think about people and leadership today? What is it?
So, see, in a small town like Puttur, we started our business with very small group of people, like who had little bit only little experience, but they had that ambition thing. So it was easy for us to mold that group of people who were into this. They were determined, they were hardworking people, and they needed not only a manager to, I mean, to guide them or manage them. It was not only the manager, but they needed a mentor and a real leader who could help them to bring out of their shell, come out of their shell, and achieve the greater things in a smaller way. Because it's a Puttur, we started with a very small unit. Now comparing to the present capacity of the machine or the whatever it is, infra, whatever you may take. So that was this thing, and I understood. So in any organization, people become the most important element of the business, and they build the company and they build the business. It is so that is how I understood, and I got an opportunity to mingle with them, being one among them, and going through the challenges along with them. That is what I learned them. So I can say, I could say that was a teamwork. Actually, I never I was never like a boss to them. I used to go to the factory floor. I used to stand with them. I used to check the quality and everything. So I understood what is the basic need of a labor or the supervisor or the manager. From the very grassroots level, I also learned the thing. So it was easy for me. So now from that moment of the thing, I like people started liking me. They started coming to me, like I was very easily approachable all the time, like whatever, tell me, come, we will share this, we will do this together, and all those support. Then how gradually all these values or all these elements help me to like become the chief officer here.
So, women now, Ranjita, make a huge part of the workforce, right? India's workforce, and it's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm a feminist, and I really love when I see women go out there, earn their own money, and then it all obviously gives them a lot of freedom and agency. So very few, sit where real power is held, but because they are all at a subordinate level, not everybody is a decision maker. So, from where you stand as an executive director, what are the invisible barriers still that blocks women from decision-making roles? We know that every woman is not, in a company where she's taking the sole decision. There are very few, not a
Yes,
large force.
yes,
So,
yes.
what do you think are the barriers?
Most of the time, it is a lack of confidence, I can say. Girls or the ladies are forced to be at home because of so many factors. Like small town like Puttur, they are forced to be at home to take care of their families, and so many. They will be having small agriculture land or whatever it is. They have to take care of all those things, and most of the time, it is a we should rise and we should tell, so I want this, I will do this. First you have to believe in yourself, then everything comes, follows. With If you are not having positive attitude or the self confidence, then everything is in it's a waste. So and one more important thing is, likewise we are already discussed about this, it is a family support, and the subordinates and the teamwork is also there. So whenever all these three comes, and the women can can take up the, I mean, the higher position in the company. She can come for the decision making panel and the boards and everything. That is what I feel.
So, Ranjita, you know what? How do you support employees who are dealing with grief, family pressure? Because so many women, are not allowed to work. They'd much rather have them at home, looking after things, or emotional burnout. Because, at home they've probably got pressure. And then, so this is not something that HR can really handle. How do you deal with it?
Yeah, see that here I am very more, I mean, easy approachable. So people like girls or women come here to discuss with me their family problems and whatever their bottlenecks to come to the work and everything. So I will give my own, like most of the girls, like for the when they go for, they want to take a break for their marriage or their parenthood or whatever it is, I will support them, giving like some work from home opportunity, so that they can stay at home, they can manage both the works. That is what we do usually, so that they won't be disconnected from their the work, and they will continue on their role as, I mean, as usual. That is what usually we do. And we do lot of health awareness campaigns and all this training sessions and motivation sessions, where, and we will all this, we will celebrate Women's Day to motivate them. Say we will make the big collage of the ladies who had achieved in greater heights, or these all these famous popular women who had achieved all this in different sectors of life. So that is how we motivate them. And most of the time, if they have some like communication problem or something like that, most of the time we will have I mean, group discussions, where I will give them authority. So I will authorize them, this girl or this woman is this lady is this manager is doing, I mean, having this authority to ask you, so that if she is authorized by the management, then nobody will question her. So that is how we support them. And I usually support them for traveling, go out, like the like different factory locations and head office, corporate office, and everywhere. I encourage them to like participate in all the board meetings or the high level decision making meetings, so that they will gain that confidence and everybody will start respecting them.
So, Ranjita, you know what? Everybody, all companies talk a lot about Women's Day, right? I'm sorry to say this, but they will all do this whole poster. They're going to talk about all of this. But, what is it truly that needle that, really moves for women inside companies? And what is just branding according to you? Like, I can say that, oh, I do a lot for women, but then at the end of the day, I really don't even know what's going on in my, female colleagues' home. So tell me a little bit about your experience here.
Now recently, like it is not only the Women's Day campaign. When we had a Independence Day celebration, so I just like it was in my speech. I told this all the supervisors and factory managed to hire like girls for our as a technicians for the first time, technicians and machine operators, because we have a polytechnic college here, engineering colleges here, and all these ITI graduates here. So ITI means in the polytechnic thing. So we started hiring them in our for the machinery operations and everything, technical this thing. And of course, we have so many people in quality thing, quality management system, and we started hiring ladies in sales in different locations. It is a recent development, and we have all the women in our uh, warehouses, where they are considered as the managers, depot managers, warehouse managers, and our factory owned or the company owned outlets also, we hired lot of women. So it's a big group of women now. I mean, it's the like earlier also we are quite number of quite I mean decent number of women in our office. Now it's been increasing because the girls are getting more education, and they are encouraged to come out of their houses, and they are ready to work out stations also. Some Bangalore girls we have hired to Bangalore office and Bangalore depots. So that is how we encourage, so that we will be having that connection. We are from Bangalore, so we will give opportunity to Bangalore girls, so they want to come, they are ready to come and work in Bangalore also, bigger cities also. That is a actually what I'm thinking is, we are doing some we are bringing some change in our hiring system and everything. So like that is how we are supporting women.
Amazing. It is, this is so heartwarming, Ranjita, to know that, girls from Bangalore are moving, because, for women to move from their one place to the other is also a change for her next generation, you know. And yeah, so phenomenal. You speak very strongly about financial and health management for women, both of the subjects that I really also believe in. So do you really think that discipline is such a powerful and underrated form of empowerment? Uh, people maybe don't talk about it.
Yeah, very much. The discipline comes first. Whenever you have a discipline and everything, it is not in a like, see, when we are getting up early in the morning, that is also discipline. You doing your yoga, doing your exercise, everything, that is also discipline. You maintaining a proper diet. It's not for the like the whatever the celebrities do, but which is good for our health, to maintain our health, mental peace and physical health. That is a discipline part. And going to the office, whatever may be the condition, I have to leave my house at 9:15 and I have to reach my office at 9:30. That is one more discipline. So all these things, so which will help the women to aspire for new things, and especially when it comes for financial independence. That is also, it is not, we need not to work only for money. It is for, see, it gives a life learning thing. So we will get to learn so many things. So we will get to meet so many people from different field of life. So we will get to know so many things. We can increase our knowledge by doing that. And of course, it is a financial independency. And so that is how you prove yourself. You need not to be at home. So whenever you come out of your house, whatever the work or the business, whatever it may be, it gives a lot of independence to a woman, and it will, like the girl or the woman, herself will feel very confident of herself, because I can achieve anything. I have to rise up. I have to, I mean, achieve something meaningful in my life. Though that is where I encourage all women to do this.
So, when was the House of Bindu launched, and what gap were you trying to really fill in, not just in the FMCG, but also in people's lives?
Yeah. We started our manufacturing unit in the year of 2000. So the basic purpose was to, I mean, create some job opportunity for the local youth. So by back then we didn't have all those opportunities. The people or the youth, whoever wants to have a job or whatever it is, they used to move to bigger cities, leaving all their families behind and everything, taking all that challenges and everything. So the idea behind was, when we set up a manufacturing unit, it will create a employment for in a larger amount. See, if it is a shop, it will give opportunity for one or two people. When it comes for a manufacturing sector, it has a different sectors where we can employ, yeah, departments and everything. We can deploy so many people, so that like the youth need not to go out of the town. They can do their service. They can stay. I mean, live with their along with their family. That is what one our purpose was. And one more thing, when we started this Bindu Jeera, the to fill that ethnic ethnic drink category. So nobody was there. So everybody was into this cola category, lemon, orange, or whatever it is. So now we started with Jeera, and later on we added more. Several ethnic drinks. I mean, ethnic flavors drinks in our basket, so that it will help us to retain that, like the related to the roots or the rural that our tradition and ethnic flavors. So there we will relate to our culture and tradition, and that's what we wanted to do. That we started adding few more ethnic flavors for our basket. So that is how we.
Amazing. So proud of you, Ranjita. So, one
Thank
of the
you.
most inspiring things about your work, Ranjita, that really touched my heart is this, that you have women distributors even in remote states. It's not easy to achieve that. So, how and why did you make distribution model, and why did you do this entire distribution model having women, and what transformation do you really see in a woman when she becomes not just a worker, but a distributor and a business owner? Because, the minute a woman is the distributing owner, distribution, she's doing this, she's obviously a business owner. So what is that change that you see in them?
Yeah, this is like self-employment, and it is a long-lasting economical. It will have that economical independence, like the financial independence will be there, and they will be like they can stay at home. They will, most of them have their godowns or warehouses. I mean, near to their houses, they converted their one room or like some rooms of their house as a go down, so that they can manage their business independently and comfortably, staying at home also. And it gives a lot of financial independence, and always it will have, unlike the jobs, they have that long term economic impact. And self sufficient or self independent, they get their self employment. Even they don't like to go out of their houses, they can manage it from their own houses. That is the idea behind that. And of course, ladies are very hardworking and sincere, and that is the positive strength, always positive side of a woman,
Of
I can say.
women.
Yeah, yeah.
So can we say, Ranjita, that you think that women employees are slightly more dedicated than men?
Yeah, really, I can
I
say
love that.
it.
So you work across House of Bindu, Praveen Capital, and the Shankar Group. How do you ensure that business growth and social responsibility both grow together? Because they seem like such a dichotomy.
Yeah, yeah, I know. So, I, as a being the CSR head of the organization, we do lot of CSR activities. Like we do the CSR activities which have like long-term social impact. Like I advocate for more the girl child education, and improving the infrastructures like roads, bus shelters, and auto stands, and so many so on. And we also provide financial support for the um, physically handicapped children. And we also, I have, supported to build so many parks for kids. So all the park, the playgrounds and everything. And along with that, we also support this cultural, like sports, like the rural sports and culture. So that our thinking is, the idea behind is to retain the local talent. If they are supported well, we can retain those, rural sports and rural talents as well.
Amazing, Ranjitha. So, what is
Yeah.
the hardest truth, Ranjitha, about being a woman in leadership that no one prepared you for, And what would you like to tell young people, in a small town like Puttur about their own power? Because sometimes they really don't realize, what is the power that they have. What would you like to tell them, Ranjitha?
So, So just the self-belief and self-confidence, and aspire for like the financial independence. So that three, if you think of that, nobody can stop you, because it will give that amazing strength to push your push yourself forward. That only the three elements are enough to push a woman or a girl to rise and to face the challenges for any extent.
So let's do a rapid fire with you, Ranjitha. Just one answer, okay? One. One word that defines you as a leader.
Empathy.
Beautiful. Boardroom or factory floor?
Both.
Favorite house or Bindu drink?
Bindu Jira.
Your idea of success?
Discipline.
Thank you so much, Ranjitha. My heart is filled talking to you today, and thank you so much for taking all the time and being on my podcast. It's been an honor. And for all our listeners, Ranjitha's story reminds us that the real empowerment isn't loud, it's built quietly through discipline, courage, and the decision to lift others as you rise. So if this conversation has moved you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And don't forget to follow the podcast for more stories that inspire you. And it has been an absolute honor, Ranjitha Shankar, to have you on my podcast today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Yeah.